Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery here in our recording studio. And today we got with us Justice Leimbach from the Allen Company. Justice is going to introduce a couple cool Allen products. Justice, thanks for being here.
Thank you, PJ. It's awesome for you guys to invite us on, and look forward to having a few products with you guys.
Absolutely. Well, Justice, I got several here on the table. I'm going to pick up the Titan Broadhead box. Tell us about this cool thing.
Yeah, so this is the Broadhead Caddy we came out with. Pretty cool. We made it a little bit slimmer than our old Broadhead cases, being that most people are shooting expandables nowadays. But it also fits fixed blades. As you can see, I got 6 fixed blades sitting in mine.
Yeah.
And they fit perfectly. The blades, just touch the top of the foam, and everything fits in here. Nothing rattles around. And it's a pretty solid broadhead box, and it'll fit in any pack if you need to carry extra broadheads around. Whether you're hunting, whether you're going to the range, whichever you want to do, and it'll fit. It fits up to 6 broadheads in there. So
yeah, the foam seems pretty nice in there. It feels like it's sort of self-healing. In other words, you're not going to chew it up with broadheads in there.
No, not at all.
All right, Justice, next up we have the Titan here, which looks to be for crossbow bolts, I'm guessing decocking.
Yeah, so this is the Titan decocking crossbow head. We came out with this because, there's people that shoot crossbows all over the country now, and most people are not all crossbows have a way to decock their crossbow.
Right.
So whether you're shooting an arrow that you have with like a judo point into the dirt, which can cause breakage, can cause a lot of damage to the arrow, or you're shooting those little disposable ones. We kind of tried to come up with something that would allow you to use the bolts that you already have, but it's just something that you thread onto the end of your arrow, or the end of your bolt.
Yeah.
So we came up with this big, blunt tip, and I shot one of them 20 times into the dirt, just right into the bank at 5 or 6 feet, and there's rocks in the dirt out here in Colorado and all, and it held up great, and we're still shooting the same one. So it's been a pretty cool product to have. And hopefully it'll help the hunters out a little bit.
Well, yeah, because as you mentioned, a lot of times guys will go home and leave their crossbow cocked even, and then it might sit for a year before they get to it, which isn't really great for the crossbow. But with this, yeah, just pop that on there. And that rubber does look pretty sturdy, like it can take a beating and you're not going to break the arrow.
Yeah, so we tried a couple different types of materials for this, and what we came up with is a pretty a stiff rubber that when it goes into the ground it flexes a little bit, but the main thing is trying to protect the arrow from cracking, breaking, and any of that when it hits rocks or anything.
Definitely. Nice. All right, Justice, next up we got this cool tool here, the Kinetics Lumen bow square that looks like it's got about 47 tools in one. Tell us about this.
Yeah, it's pretty close to that, but no, it's a pretty cool bow square that we designed to help with just lining up D-loops and getting anything set for, on your string. So what it allows you to do is when you put the bow square on, it allows you to put your specific arrow in. So right now I've got a standard 244 inside diameter shaft, which this is one of our razor arrows.
Yeah.
And then we also have different clips that come on it that it's for smaller diameters, for like your 204 inside diameters and 166s. But what it allows you to do is line your exact arrow up, whether you have a G-knock, an S-knock, a boning knock, a gold tip knock. Line that exactly up with your burger hole, whether you want to run it high, low, center. But it allows you to do that without having to worry about different knock sizes and all. So once you do that, it lines it straight up, you'll be able to put the D-loop right in the right at center, or a 1/4 inch high or an 1/8 inch high, whichever you want. And the gauge on the back, it's a sliding gauge that allows you to put it on different size knocks. So if you have like a G knock that's pretty slim versus an S knock that's a little bit fatter, you slide the gauge right at the top of the knock, and then there's little markings on it that allow you to move it to an 1/8 inch high, 3/16, a 1/4 inch high, and let you, fine tune where you want to put that on, whether you're shooting a compound or a recurve, fingers release, however you wanted to.
Yeah, beats having to put on the D-loop and then try and fudge it up to get it to where you want it. You can start out in the right place to begin with. Then I also see broadhead wrench built in and knock tuning tool.
Yeah, so it's got the 3 and 4 blade and even some 2 blade broadheads fit in there. And then also the knock tuning tool for a bunch of different size knocks, whether you're shooting pin knocks or, big gold tip knocks.
Gotcha. Nice. All right. So last up here, covering the whole table, we got the Titan Crate crossbow case. Tell us about this. This looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, so that is a case that we designed to fit most of your narrow limb crossbows now. Pretty much every company has been going to the narrow limbs, whether you got Ravens, 10 points, missions, and what we wanted to do is try and have a crossbow case that is more of a universal fit for that narrow limb technology. So the crate has a bunch of top pockets, as you see there. It can fit arrows, quiver, bolts, your quiver, cocking mechanisms, however you wanted to line those up, you can. And then on the interior of the case, it fits up to a 19.5-inch wide limb crossbow. So, if you have, I think the 10 points have a little bit bigger cam system, so it'll definitely fit those. And then you've got some Velcro locking straps in there to, help secure it down. And if you actually flip the case over there, PJ, there's some backpack straps on the back for if you're, if you got to park somewhere and walk into a range somewhere, or if you're, you got your hands full carrying, your toolbox or whatnot, hunting bags, you got a backpack strap there on the back that you can use at one shoulder, 2 shoulders, however you want it.
Gotcha. Nice. Well, all right, Justice, that is awesome to see these great products being put out by the Allen Company. We certainly appreciate your time today.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for inviting me on here, PJ.
All right, folks, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.